These are the top 5 center builds right here. Also, please subscribe to the channel. All right, for starting build number 1, we're going with a 7-foot center build. Then for the weight, we're going with 241, and wingspan, we're going 7'7". This center build right here is just going to be very balanced, very good all around. And if you're only going to make one center build, this is probably the best one for you. So taking a look right away at the finishing stats, you guys see it's going to be very, very solid. 92 staying dunk rating is absolutely crazy because it gives you gold fast switch and gold rise up. And an 84 driving dunk rating gives you the LeBron James dunk pack. All around, the finishing is so crazy. You guys are going to notice that the close shot is kind of low. That's literally the only rating on this build that I wish could be higher. I have a build that's very similar to this build right here. In fact, I think it actually has a lower close shot rating. But on these really tall center builds, whenever you're close to the basket, you're going to be dunking it like 99% of the time. And the only times you actually are shooting close shots is if you're too far away from the basket, or if you're just getting absolutely bodied. And if you get absolutely bodied, it doesn't matter if you have a 99 close shot rating, you're not going to make it. I'm not going to sit here and say close shot is not important whatsoever, but really it's not a huge deal is what I'm saying. So don't freak out about it. Maybe once like every 20 to 30 games, you're going to miss like a close shot that you feel like, oh, I should have made that. But at least in my opinion, especially if you have layup timing on, you're really not going to be missing close shots if you're timing them correctly. For shooting, you're getting a 78 3-point rating. This is all you need to be able to green. The difference between a low 3-point rating and a 78 is honestly pretty big. It's a pretty big jump as far as like what jump shots you're able to unlock. And as well, you are also able to get green machine. Now, it's not to say you can't shoot with a low 3-point rating. I've been able to green very consistently on a build with like a 74 3-point rating. But yeah, the shooting on this build is still good. For playmaking, you definitely do need a 75 pass accuracy. I'm pretty sure every build on this list does have a 75 pass accuracy, but 75 pass accuracy is definitely very important. For defensive slash rebounding, this is all around very crazy. Obviously, you're getting great offensive rebound, great defensive rebound, great rim protection. If you guys are a beginner or something, like you just got the game and you just want to make one center build that's just very solid all around, this is the build for you. You guys see right here, 90 strength is so important. It gives you gold brick wall, gold immovable enforcer, and Hall of Fame box out beast. Those aren't like must-have badges, but they do make a pretty big difference. Then 80 vertical, that's going to give you gold chase down artist, which is definitely very nice to have. And as you guys see, the build comes out to be an inside out glass cleaner. That right there is a very solid all-around build. Now this next build is also going to be a very good all-around build, very good balanced build. You guys see the position is going to be center. You're going to want to go 7'1" this time, so 1 inch taller. The wingspan goes 7'11", and for the weight go 240 pounds. Starting these off, you guys see we're getting a 99 standing dunk, which is so good. And you're also getting a little bit higher close shot. You don't really need super high close shot once again because the standing dunk is so high. Yeah, 99 standing dunk is so crazy. I don't think I need to tell you guys that it's good. Then you guys see 74 3-point rating. I would not recommend making this build if you're not confident with shooting, especially if you're not confident with shooting with like low 3-point rating jump shots. I have so many jump shot videos on my channel. If you guys need a low 3-point rating big man jump shot, just go check out one of those videos. But yeah, the lower 3-point rating definitely does make a big difference. So if you're not confident, I would not recommend making this build and just make the other build I just showed you guys. For the playmaking, I'm pretty sure it's basically the exact same thing. For the defensive slash rebounding, this is also very similar. I think you get a little bit worse block and a little bit worse rebounding. A key note is you're not going to be able to get gold chase down artist, you're not going to be able to get Hall of Fame box out beast, and you're not going to be able to get gold brick wall. And that is because if you guys look at the physicals right here, they're not quite as good. For the weight, we did kind of go a little bit lower, so we're not able to get as high strength, but we do kind of make up for that fact because we are a little bit taller and we have a little bit of a bigger wingspan. I'm not going to say this build or the other build is necessarily better. Obviously, make this build right here if you want that 99 standing dunk, and make the previous build if you want to have like better defense and also get that gold brick wall. And you guys see it comes out to be a glass cleaning interior threat, which is very similar to the previous build. All right, now I've showed you guys two very solid all-around balanced build. This build is not going to be balanced. You guys see for the body settings, it's going to be pretty similar to the previous build, but we're going to go with higher weight. You guys will see why in a second. So starting things off, you guys see finishing absolutely crazy. You're getting an 84 close shots, so you're not going to be smoking close shots literally ever. In fact, you might make some contested close shots if they're kind of a shorter build. Then for the 3-point rating, you guys see we literally have no shooting whatsoever. Obviously, don't make this build if you want to be able to shoot. Something that's absolutely crazy about the build is the playmaking. You guys see 92 pass accuracy. This gives you a Hall of Fame break starter. It definitely is noticeable the difference between a 75 and a 92 pass accuracy. 75 pass accuracy is definitely very usable, but Hall of Fame pass accuracy is very fun. Just being able to throw a full court passes straight to your player's chest that are also extremely fast is so fun in my opinion. Also, you get like gold dimer. So if you make this build, so many people are going to want to play with you. Then if you guys are looking at the defense all around, this is going to be very crazy. We did swap out the offensive for the defensive rebound. Really no real reason for any of these builds. You can flip it either way if you wanted to. And then for the physicals, this is honestly so good. You are able to get that 90 strength, but you don't get the 80 vertical, so you won't be able to get Hall of Fame chase down artist, but that's not a huge deal because you wouldn't be getting chase downs anyways because you're not really that fast. And it comes out to be a diamond interior threat. Alright, the next two builds I'm going to show you guys are kind of undersized builds, and these two builds are probably the most fun builds on this list, but they're probably not going to be as competitive in my opinion. Now for this build right here, you can honestly go power forward or center. It really doesn't affect it. For the height, you're going to want to go with 6'10". For the wingspan, go with 7'7", and then for the weight, go with 242 pounds. I know it does say power forward, but like you could go center and do the exact same thing. For the shooting, you're basically going to want to get max mid-range and max 3-point rating. The shooting on this build is so good. I know you only have a 76 3-point rating, but you're able to unlock all the good jump shots with an 84 3-point rating. As well, you're going to get gold catch and shoot, silver blinders, silver claymore, silver green machine, oh, and also silver net eye. Also, you can definitely shot create in the mid-range with this build because you're getting both space creator and midi magician. After that, let's actually go straight to the playmaking. You guys see what's going to be right here. I know I said earlier 75 pass accuracy is very important. I still stand by that statement, but honestly, we kind of had to go lower pass accuracy for this build in order to get higher dribbling and stuff. You definitely can get away with a 68 pass accuracy, but I wouldn't recommend going to the rec center with it. It's not to say that you can't play rec center with it, but it's just going to be hard to throw down court dots, so just keep that in mind. It's not that you're going to be getting a turnover if you throw it down court, but your teammates are just not going to catch it cleanly, which definitely at times can be a little bit annoying. Also, being able to dribble on this build is so important. This is mostly a park build. A lot of the times when you're going up against people, this build honestly causes so many mismatches because a lot of the taller builds cannot stay in front of you, and a lot of the shorter builds are just too small and too weak. For the defense, we obviously couldn't neglect this. You guys see we're going with a pretty high block rating to start things off. Then we're also going to get good perimeter defense and steal. So if you get switched onto a guard, you can still lock them up. There's something I really like about this build. And finally, our rebounding is going to be pretty solid. We're not getting the best offensive rebound, but since you are kind of on the smaller side, I wouldn't be going for a ton of offensive rebounds if I were you. Then moving on to the finishing, we're going to start things off with an 85 post control. This is going to allow you to hit like midi fades and stuff. And as well, you 100% need this to get silver unpluckable because without it, you would not be able to do it. Then after that, just upgrade your driving and standing dunk just a little bit. You'd honestly be surprised at how good this build's dunking is. You're able to get standing dunks consistently, and your driving dunk packages are also pretty solid as well. Then these are the physicals down here, all around pretty solid. As you can see, it comes out to be a rim protector with somehow shades of Giannis. That makes no sense. Alright, for the last build, this honestly might be the best build on this list. It's such a fun build, and you would not expect it to be as good as it is, especially considering the fact that we're going with 6'8" for the height. For the wingspan, we're going to go with 7'6", and then for the weight, we're going with 221 pounds. The reason why we had to go 6'8" is so that we can get a 93 perimeter defense for gold clamps. Let me just tell you guys, in park, this is so overpowered. A lot of the time on the twos, I use this build, and then my friend runs like a normal 6'8" point guard build, and we are honestly just dominating because we basically have two lockdowns. We're locking everyone up. This build is so overpowered. Then for the steal, we're getting a 95 steal rating, which is going to be Hall of Fame interceptor and gold glove. After that, we're getting a 92 block rating, which is still going to give you gold anchor just like all the previous builds, and then you're still consistently able to snag boards. Obviously, if you're going up against 7'3" center, it's going to be kind of an issue and you're going to have to box out, but then whenever you do get the ball, you're going to be cooking them on offense because they're going to be way too slow. Now obviously, we want to be able to shoot on this build. We're going to upgrade the 3-point rating a little bit. That way we're just going to be able to stretch the floor and green consistent. For the playmaking, honestly, you probably won't be dribbling too much on this build, but you kind of can dribble. You'd be surprised how good you are able to move around the floor with literally just a 40 ball handling. Obviously though, if you're going up against someone that you know has a glove, don't dribble around them. You're going to get ripped. And then finally, the dunking is honestly going to be pretty solid. You're going to get that LeBron James dunk package, and you're going to be getting standing dunks at least somewhat consistently, which is really all that matters. Oh yeah, and these are the physicals. And as you guys see, it comes out to be a two-way inside-out threat, which is probably the best name of this entire video. If you guys just want to see the top 5 best builds in general, check out the video on the screen right now. I'm out.